And I think there's nothing I can add to John and Yoko's story. So this is about the acorns that they planted were stolen, and this is about the schoolboy who did it. This is the Ballad of John and Yoko and Colin Philpott. In those days of peace, love and Vietnam, back in the June of '68, Colin Philpott, a Coventry kid, hatched a devious plan. He thought it'd be delicious to plunder the acorns of John Winston Lennon and Yoko, his missus, that were buried in the grass of the Cathedral grounds, right in the middle of this very town. And by doing so, maybe win himself some respect and credibility from his mates and all the other youths in the locality. Colin wanted to make his mark. So one clear midsummer night, with his bare hands he dug down through the unsanctified soil to reveal the artefacts, his criminal spoil, and wiped them down, then crept through the night, clambering through his bedroom window with barely a sound. He nestled the acorns in a cotton wool lined tin of St Bruno flake, to be carried to school like the Holy Grail the very next day. As he arrived at the gates, he noticed clusters of kids everywhere, in the midst of animated chats. News of the theft was out. The playground was packed with boys and girls, acorns in hand, claiming they had the authentic seeds, and they had carried out the nefarious deed, that they were the infamous Coventry thieves of the Beatles' magical beans. Colin, who had the real deal, left him in his blazer pocket, deflated by this outcome. There was no way to stop it. No one would believe him, even if he shouted it from the rooftops, that these were the true relics from Yoko and that bloke from Johnny and the Moondogs. No point having Mona Lisa when there's thousands going spare, and the provenance is meaningless. It's your words against theirs. His mission had been in vain. So that night, with a heavy heart, he crept out of his house and into the park, and took the acorns in his hand and threw them far, far into the dark, where they landed in the long grass to nestle and grow and change, like Colin and Coventry itself in this modern age. And now, somewhere out there, in this great city of ours, amongst the joggers and the lovers and the dogs and the flowers, celebrating 50 years side by side, are two majestic oak trees, leaf-end branch fingertips caressing each other in the breeze, sharing thoughts and sounds and sights and memories. A coalescence of west and east, a vision of when two clouds meet. And as I look out over the city from the top deck of this bus, I'd like to think there's a bit of John and Yoko in all of us. Please.
Children.